recently. But it's the darkest folk song I've ever heard, and it's quite upsetting. But I thought you lot look like bad enough to take it. But I love it because it just reminds me when I was a kid, me and my sister used to try and scare the crap out of each other by telling ghost stories to each other, and we used to try and outdo each other. And when I think about this song, I just think it can only come out of that kind of spirit of one-upmanship and pub camaraderie. I don't have any historical fact to back me up on that, but it is quite dark. And that's what I think, that it's come out of the spirit of one-upmanship, where you go to a night that's about kind of quite spooky things, and somebody does one, and somebody has to do one that's even worse. So this is a song called Under the Old Oak Tree, and I learned it from the singing of an Irish singer called Paddy Tunney. And it goes a bit like this. The night was dark, the wind was cold, and thickly fell the rain. When Bessie left her own dear home and came not back again, she left her mother's widowed side, not fearing wind or cold. The girl was young and fair to see, and love had made her bold. The night did pass and day did come, and Bessie was not home, which caused her weeping friends to think, where had young Bessie roamed? At last her mother started up and cried in passion wild, I'll search this country far and wide to find my darling child. And 3 long dreary weeks she spent a-wandering up and down, but her journey proved to no avail, for her Bessie was not found. And now to reach her lonely home, this aged mother tried, but worn up with her grief and tears, she broken-hearted died. And at the end of all this tale, the owner of the land, young James McCulloch, came one day to hunt with all his hounds. They rode uphill, they rode down dale, the gallant company, until at last they lost the fox under the old oak tree. And here the dogs began to yelp, and they did tear the clay, and all that horn or whip could do couldn't drive those dogs away. The men, they gathered all around, and they called for pick and spade, and there they found beneath the ground the missing murdered maid. And the grave to tell this horrid deed, it was a shocking sight. The worms were crawling through her eyes that once were brown and trickled through her clothes. A knife revealed stuck in her side, and to his grief and shame, inscribed upon the haft of it, was James McCulloch's name. Sin did this deed, McCulloch cried, my soul is food for hell. I'll take a cold corpse from my sight, and I the truth will tell. For yes, I loved young Bessie long, and by my cunning art I gained to my vicious views, and I broke a mother's heart. I signed a marriage promise unto which I signed my name, and from that fateful hour to this I ruined Bessie's name. For when we'd meet she used to say, oh, make me quick your bride. But I laughed at all the grief and tears. I was hardened in my pride, and so it went until I tired, and then it seemed to be that the devil whispered, take her life, and then you shall be free. So the knife that did my dinner cut, I plunged into her breast, and with the haft I knocked her down. I need not tell the rest, but from that dreadful hour to this, she stands before my eyes. I always see her bleeding heart, and hear her dying cries. And then McCulloch, he looked down at her corpse with a look of pain, and he drew a pistol from his breast, and he fired it through his brain, and he was buried where he fell. No Christian